It was all one big setup. My team of studkips and I arrived in the Philippines, and JerKro was nowhere to be found. Luckily, I've managed to gather an even larger team of studkips, and we believe we've solved the mystery. The proof of what actually happened has been in front of us all along, but we've completely missed it all. Cosmo Wright and the JerKs did kidnap JerKro, but they were actually protecting JerKro. Let me prove this. It is commonly known that Siglimic is the original god of Super Mario 64 speedrunning. But it isn't very well known that Cosmo Wright was a student and worshipper of Siglimic, and became the second god of Super Mario 64. Want proof? Look at this clip of Cosmo Wright chanting Siglimic's name during a Super Mario 64 speedrun.
Siglimic!
It was around the time of Cosmo Wright's disappearance that JerKro started speedrunning Super Mario 64. Using this given information, we can safely conclude that Cosmo Wright was secretly teaching JerKro to be the third god of Super Mario 64. But why did Cosmo Wright have to kidnap JerKro in order to teach him? Why not just teach JerKro at his own house? This is where my larger team of studkips and I were shocked by our findings. Cosmo Wright kidnapped JerKro and took him to the JerKs in the Philippines in order to protect JerKro from the most dangerous anti-speedrunning organization in the world. It is universally accepted that Super Mario 64 is the most popular and most influential game that is speedrun. So, of course, a third god of Super Mario 64 would anger this anti-speedrunning organization. But what is this anti-speedrunning organization? In order to answer this, we must first answer what kind of person hates speedrunning. And who hates speedrunning? That's right. YouTube Let's Players hate speedrunning because they are our complete opposite. And who's the most popular Let's Player? That's right. It's Game Theory. And who runs Game Theory? Of course you know the answer. It's PewDiePie. So now we know that PewDiePie is in charge of this anti-speedrunning organization. But what is the name of this anti-speedrunning organization? Well, if we analyze a picture of PewDiePie, we can see that he has two eyes. You know what else has two eyes? That's right, the word ISIS. So now, we can safely say that PewDiePie, owner of Game Theory, is in charge of the anti-speedrunning organization, ISIS, and was trying to stop Cosmo Wright from teaching JerKro how to be the third god of Super Mario 64. And as I said previously, when my original team of studkips and I arrived in the Philippines, JerKro was nowhere to be found, which clearly means that ISIS was able to kidnap JerKro from Cosmo Wright and the JerKs' possession. This logically means that JerKro is somewhere in the Middle East, specifically Syria. But worry not, JerKro. If you hear this message, my even larger team of studkips and I are on our way. I repeat, we are on our way.